what is your sense? How do you look at the diamond consumption growth in India? The last few years, of course, have been quite well. Do you see this pace continue?
Well, one must say that 20 years ago, diamond was not really a big retail product in India. Thanks to the council, thanks to some mining companies, especially Rio Tinto, they've been able to develop the taste for diamonds for the Indian consumer. I'm sure more can be done and more will be done, but diamond has now, I think, rightfully found its place in the retailers' shops in India.
Stéphane, you've met the Indian Prime Minister Modi at more occasions than one, and he has talked about on how he would want India to be the biggest international trading hub when it comes to diamonds. But what kind of a challenge do you see for that coming in, given the kind of taxes or the kind of scenario that India works with right now?
Well, of course, I know what the wishes are of the Prime Minister. He made absolutely no qualms about it. Belgium has been able to develop itself as a trading hub for very specific reasons. There are big challenges for India to come to a level of building a worldwide trading platform. We know that. We in Belgium have concentrated on the long term. As you know, we have developed specific infrastructure as well as taxations, focusing enormously more on brains than on workforce, a lot of research and development, and that's how I believe we have been able to remain a leader in the trade. India, I'm sure, is no short of brains. I believe is overwhelmingly focusing on cheap labor, which I believe is wrong. I think India should more focus on development of skills and technology, and I think in the years ahead they will continue to make progress.
Okay. Stéphane, also comment on the global diamond market, and while India is making its mark on the map when it comes to the diamond industry, what is your sense on the global supply-demand curve going forward from here?
Well, all the numbers indicate that in the next 10 years, the supply and demand curve for diamonds in terms of supply of rough diamond and demand for polish is very, very favorable for the industry. We don't have any very large mines coming on stream in the next 10 years. There has not been huge discoveries so far, and as you know, a mine from discovery to production takes 7 to 10 years. So in that sense, all experts agree that 2025, 2030, the supply and demand curve will be very, very favorable.
With that kind of a favorable view for the industry, then, do you see it getting expensive for the consumers? What is your sense on the prices going forward then?
I think there will be a natural consolidation in this industry. Like any industries, inefficiencies are hit hard. People who do not contribute meaningfully and add value meaningfully will probably leave by themselves or will be expelled, ejected from the industry because of their lack of added value. This is not, it's a tough business. It's a tough business. You have to have your eyes on the balls. You have to take risk. You have to understand your product, you understand your customer. Yes, I believe in the next 10 years we'll see a different industry. That does not mean, and it's a message especially for the state banks of India, they have a role to play not only to the very large conglomerates, but they have a role to play to discover the next big company. They have to themselves go out, look for those small companies who have a vision, who have a plan, who have guts, and who have ethics. I think state banks have a role to play. They are funded by the state, and they should take their role very seriously in making India even greater than it is today.
Stéphane, as you mentioned that India has come a long way in the last 10 years, we also have seen diamond actually move out of the niche category to a retail strong acceptance as well. What is the sense of growth that you get when you look at the Indian retail demand from here on?
I think if you look at the development of India, if I listen to Prime Minister Modi and the plans for growth, and we see the growth numbers year after year now, 7–8% a year, I think certainly in terms of retail demand, the retail sector, this is a new frontier and this is the next frontier. I'm very, very optimistic for the growth of the Indian diamond retail sector. If everybody works together, and we in Belgium, I'm happy to contribute to that, as we have been in the past, contributing to the manufacturing center by sharing our skills and experience. We'll be happy to contribute to make this retail sector in India simply one of the excellence of our industry.
All right. Stéphane, I'm just going to squeeze in one last question and really push you on the kind of demand growth estimate in percentage terms that you see in for the Indian markets, because starting 2013, it really has been between 10 to 12%. Do you see that pace continue?
I'm happy to stick my neck out on a close to 10% growth, yes, for the Indian retail industry, yes.
All right, Stéphane, we'll let you go at that. Thank you so much for talking to us. Well, that's the view really coming in from Stéphane Fischler, who says that Indian diamond growth from here on will continue 10% annual. And of course, he says the retail demand really picking up as more and more people go out and start investing into that brighter, glittery rock there.